everyone. Welcome to 51 Talks official YouTube channel. Today, we're going to talk about something very exciting. We're going to talk about upgrading your language skills through accent training. First of all, my name is Angela. Hello, everyone. And I will also be talking about why accent is important for aspiring online teachers, or maybe who are already online English teachers like all of you watching right now. Thank you all for tuning in, and I hope you're all having a great day so far. And I promise you, it will even be a greater day because not only will you learn how to flourish your passion in teaching, but you're also going to have accent training, which will help improve your teaching demo score if you would want to apply in 51 Talk, and would also improve your, teaching performance if you're already a 51 Talk teacher. All right. So many teachers are asking, how can they further increase their booking? How can they improve their performance to get better ratings, better evaluation? Well, I'm here to tell you that one of the key elements in achieving these is by enhancing how you pronounce words, okay, how you enunciate in English, okay? We're going to talk about that this afternoon. But before we start, I would like to encourage everyone here to join a 51 Talk or refer someone who wants to be part of this amazing online teaching community, as we offer a sign-up reward. Wow. If you start teaching in 3 days. Okay, 51 Talk, of course, if you don't know it yet, it's the leading online EFL teaching platform today. Application is fast and hassle-free. Okay, I will tell you all about it later on as well. How can you apply, the requirements, everything. But if you want to apply, simply click on the link provided in the description box below. Okay, do it right now and register to start earning in just 3 days. Okay, I will tell you all about that in detail in our discussion in a bit. So stay there, hang in there. All right, get your coffee, get your tea, okay, whatever drink you want to have or snack while you're watching our webinar. All right, by the end of the webinar, we will open the floor to everyone, to our live audience, for your online EFL teaching questions, accent training questions, pronunciation questions. We will also be posting a link to a short questionnaire in the description box below before the webinar ends. Okay, so please answer the short quiz, and then you can type in your email address and get your certificate at the end of the webinar. Okay, as proof that you've attended this webinar. Wow. All right, that's great. The questionnaire, though, will close an hour after the webinar. So make sure you get your certificates once we post the link. All right, you'll see it there in the description box below. Okay, so before we start with our Accent 101 training, let's have a little icebreaker. Okay, we here in 51 Talk would like to give away prizes. Okay, so we'll give away 10, 200 peso grab food GCs. Okay, but for the first round of our Say It to Win It game, we'll give away 3 grab food GCs each. Okay, so that's for round 1. All right, so are you ready to win? Are you ready to win? Let me know in the comment section if you're ready. Yes, I'm ready. Okay, so for the first round, simply type in your answer in the comment section, and we'll randomly choose 3 lucky winners with the correct entries. All right, so look at the screen. Everyone look at the screen. We will flash the question there. How do you pronounce this word? Okay, look at the screen. Again, say it to win it. Is it A, kernel? Okay, kernel. Or is it B, colonel? Okay, does this word have 2 syllables or 3 syllables? Okay, again, how do you pronounce this word? You can see there on the screen below me. You can see the sentence. Is it A, colonel, or B, colonel? Okay, type in your answers. Okay, we'll be waiting more answers, more entries, more chances of winning. We'll see if we have enough entries to randomly choose 3 lucky winners of our 200 peso grab food GCs. All right, we have our winners now. So we will be announcing the names of the winners before we end the webinar. All right, so stay there until the end of the webinar to find out if you won one of our 10 200 peso grab food GCs. Okay, so for the first round, the correct answer is, say it to win it, it should be A, colonel. All right, so if your answer was letter A, I can see a lot of people answered A. Okay, so wait until the end of the webinar to find out if you're one of the 3 lucky winners. Okay, and stay until for the whole webinar because we'll be giving away some more prizes later on. All right, so congratulations in advance to our winners. So I know you're all excited to start with our Accent 101 training. I'm also very excited. So let's begin, shall we? All right, I'm going to share my screen with everyone. Okay, all right. So let us begin with our Teaching EFL Online. This time it's the Accent 101 version. All right, let's begin. Okay, let's start with another question. Okay, to wake you up, make sure you're all active and your brains are all working. Okay, what is ESL? Okay, I'm sure you all know this. This is a very popular term. Type it in the comment section. What is ESL? What does it stand for? What is E? What is S? What is L? Type in your answers in the comment section. Okay, for those of you who are already teachers, I'm sure you know this. And for those of you who would want to become a teacher, it's important that you know what this means. What is ESL? All right, Mina, Oled Virai is correct. It's English as a second language. Yes. How about EFL? What is EFL? And this question, okay, if you answer it correctly, you might just win another 200 peso grab food GC. Okay, what is EFL? Type it in the comment section. Come on, fast fingers. The more entries, the more chances of winning. What is EFL? EFL. If ESL is English as a second language, what is EFL? What's the difference? Aside from, one letter in the middle. But what is EFL? I'm waiting for the answer. Some more. Do we have winners? Do we have enough entries for our winners? Yes. Okay, we have winners now. So stay tuned. Okay, if you answered English as a foreign language, you have a chance of winning a 200 peso grab food GC. Okay, now what's the difference between the two? The term ESL, we use it if the student, the foreigner who wants to study English, is being taught in a country where English is the native language or the teacher is a native speaker. So we say ESL. Now, EFL is the term that we use if the student is studying English from a teacher whose native language is not English. Okay, so for us Filipinos, our native language is not English. So students who study English and we teach them term it as EFL. Okay, that's the difference. All right, so we say EFL. Okay, so I hope that's clear. I hope you learned something new. Okay, so now let's move on to the next part, which is, what does an online EFL teacher do? Okay, what do you have to do? You go online, okay, then what do you do? Okay, this is a very easy question. I'm sure you know this. But what do you do once you go online? Your student is there. What is your main role or main task? Type it in the comment section. Hello to everyone watching. 248. Wow. Hello to all our viewers. Okay. Teach English online. Carmina Ann Alfaro says, yes, you are correct. I will give you 2 thumbs up. Okay, Carmina. Yeah. So, of course, your main task is to teach the English language. Okay, that's why we're going to talk about accent in a bit. Okay, it's important that you speak clearly. Okay, and of course, you have to teach with a lot of energy and enthusiasm because you will be teaching young learners. Okay, and another important thing that you have to do is to set up a very good, conducive to learning teaching environment. Okay, so even though you're at home, you have to set up your own office area, your desk. Okay, and then the room should be quiet. There shouldn't be any disruptions. All right. So those are the things that an EFL teacher does. Okay, let's continue. How about the 5-1 Talk teacher? What are the roles of a 5-1 Talk teacher? Okay. Yeah, I'm sure you know this if we have viewers there who are already 5-1 Talk teachers. Of course, you know that you're going to teach English to young learners online in a fun and engaging way. Okay, so it shouldn't be boring, it should be creative. You should have your puppets, your flashcards, your rewards, okay, so that the student will be interested in your lesson. Okay, and of course, you have to evaluate the student's performance. You have to give feedback. Okay, very good in saying the word guitar. Okay, but practice more in saying the word shark. Shark. Okay, you can do it. So something like that. You have to give feedback to your students so they will know what they're very good at and what they need to improve on. Okay? All right. Next, you have to prepare. You have to study the teaching material before your lesson, and of course, you have to be punctual, professional, start on time, end on time. Okay? In 5-1 Talk, we have what we call air class. So the lessons are already there. You just log in your air class. The student will be there. The lesson is there. Okay? Unlike, in the olden times before I was a teacher, also in the classroom setup, you have to write down your lesson plan in your notebook, right? Everything. So all the steps, you write it down there. But now, it's the new normal. We do it online. So everything's there. The lesson is there. The questions, the activities are there. Even the rewards are there. There are star stickers that you can use in our air class. Okay. So all you have to do is to prepare. Next, you also have to conduct a 25-minute lesson with your student, okay? And create a lesson memo, okay? The lesson memo is like a form that you have to fill out by the end of your class or every lesson that you have, okay? So it's important that you fill it out so that the parents are also updated. So when they see it, they would know, what did my child do today? What did my child learn today? Okay? All right, now, the requirements. What are the 5-1 Talk requirements? So for those of you who are thinking, oh, okay, I can do this. I want to apply online and teach at home and earn money while I'm at home. What do I need to submit? Okay, these are the things that you need to have. Okay, first, you have to be a graduate of a 4-year course. Of course, you have to have good communication skills, and you should be available to teach within peak hours. Okay, and you have to submit your valid credentials, your diploma, NBI clearance, and one government-issued ID. Okay, next. If you have an EFL or ESL or teaching experience, please do let us know in your application because that is an advantage. All right. And also, if you have any teaching certificates, teaching license, please do include that. Let us know as well in your application because, of course, this is also a big advantage. All right. So those are the requirements. Now, of course, you will do it online. You have to know what are the technical requirements, okay? Your gadgets and gizmos of plenty. All right. First, of course, is your connection. The minimum speed is 5 Mbps. Okay, of course, this is the minimum. If you have a connection that has a faster, speed than that, then that's even better. Okay, so the connection should be LAN connected by a LAN cable. So this is required because the Wi-Fi connections are not as stable as compared to the LAN cable. All right, so please make sure you have your LAN cable. Okay, and of course, your main gadget, your desktop, your laptop, or your PC. Okay, and these are, again, the minimum requirements. Okay, so please have a look. There you go. So the minimum requirements for the CPU, the memory, the free hard disk space. And of course, you should have your webcam. It can be an integrated webcam, so the ones that are already on your laptop or PC, or an external one. Okay. And again, the minimum requirement is that it's an HD webcam with a 720p resolution. Okay. And finally, of course, your gadget that will enable you to be heard, okay, to communicate with your student is your headset. So make sure you have a headset with an extended mic, okay, like this one, like what I have, what I'm using right now. And if it has a noise cancellation feature, that's even better, okay? So it's like a button that you can just click on your headset so that the noise in the surroundings will be canceled or minimized a little bit. Okay, so those are the tech requirements. Okay, now let's move on to the application. Okay, how can I apply? Okay, I'm ready with everything. I have all the gadgets, I have all the requirements. Now I'm ready. Okay, I want to apply. What do I do? Okay, so again, like what I've said earlier in the beginning, you can just click on the description box below. Okay, or you can go to our website, www.51talk.ph. Okay, and if you know anyone who wants to apply, you're thinking, my cousin can do this or my neighbor can do this, all right, please give the website or share the link in the description box below. Okay, and all you have to do is to fill out the sign up form there, submit, click on submit once you're done, and wait for a call. Somebody will call you for the tech check, the pre-screening interview, and they will schedule you for your NTT, your new teacher's training. Okay, and also before the training, you will have your pre-service orientation and you will sign the service agreement. Okay, then that's for day one. Day two, you will now have your new teacher training. This is an intensive training wherein the awesome trainers of 5-1 Talk will tell you all about the 5-1 Talk lesson. Okay, so how do you teach to the lesson? How do you greet your student? How do you explain a word? Okay, so what do you do? All those things. All right, what do you use? Okay, what action should I do for this word? How do I sing this song? So it will all be explained in the new teacher training. Okay, and then they will also explain to you what is TESOL, and also they will schedule you for your teaching demo. All right, now that's day two. After you pass your demo, you move on to day three. Okay, so for day three, you will now attend onboarding. Okay, you will now be onboarded. Okay, you will be taught how to use My Page and also Air Class. So how are you going to open slots, your schedule, your lesson fees, where will you see that? All of that will be explained in your onboarding session. Okay, and once you open your teaching slots, you submit all your requirements, you pass the background check, then you are ready. You will be launched officially as a 5-1 Talk teacher. They are very simple, right? So as easy as 1, 2, 3. Okay, so only 3 steps. So again, click on the link in the description box below to start. Okay, that's step 1. Okay, all right. Now, some more important questions. How much time does it require and how much can I earn? Okay, so for the time, you should be able to teach at least 33.5 hours per cutoff. So that is from the 1st to the 15th of the month, and then the 16th to the 30th or the 31st of the month. So that's one cutoff. All right, and each lesson, like what I've said earlier, lasts for 25 minutes. Okay, so the peak times would be 7 to 10 p.m. Mondays to Fridays. These are the times where we have a bigger volume of students booking lessons. 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. for weekends. All right, so weekends, the whole day, the students are at home and they would want to book lessons with you to learn English. All right. How much can I earn? Earnings is actually based on the number of successfully completed lessons, okay? And also on your performance. We have promotion, okay, in 5-1 Talk, so you can get promoted. And every time you get promoted, there's an increase in your lesson fee rate, okay? And when you get your tags, your specialization tags, your SK12, your level K, you get incentives as well for every lesson, okay, specific to the tag. All right, so if you open more slots and more slots are booked, your performance is great, a lot of students like you and they book you more, then you will earn more. Okay, teachers, usually top performing teachers can earn as much as 25 to 30,000 per month. Okay, but again, like what I've said, it's up to you. If you open more slots are booked, then you get more earnings. Okay? All right, now let's go to round 2 of our game. Say it to win it. Okay. Say it to win it. Look at the screen, everyone. Okay. Are you ready to win? Okay, again, we're giving away 3 200 peso grab food GCs for round 2. Okay, look at the screen. How do you say or pronounce this word? Everyone, look at the screen. How do you say or pronounce this word? Type in your answers in the comment section. How do you say or pronounce this word? Okay, the more entries, the more chances of winning. So type. Okay, we will randomly choose 3 lucky winners, all right? So is it A, Segway, or is it B, Segu? What is the correct pronunciation for this word? Below. Is it A or B? A, Segway, or B, Segu? Type in your answers. Okay, hello to all our 266 viewers. Okay, what's the answer? Type it. Okay, do we have enough winners? Yes, we do. Okay, I think almost everyone got it correctly. The correct answer is, of course, A, Segway. All right, so if you answered A, stay until the end of the webinar to find out if you're one of the lucky winners of our 200 peso grab food GCs. All right, so let's continue. And now we will have the Accent 101 training. Are you all ready? Yes? I'm ready if you're ready. Okay, let's begin. Okay, accent and pronunciation. What is this all about? Okay, when you're teaching English, okay, if you are already an EFL online teacher or you want to be one, language awareness is very important. Okay, you have to be able to speak English clearly and confidently. This is your main commodity, okay? Your main product. So you have to make sure that your pronunciation is impeccable. All right. And of course, accent. Okay, you have to make sure that you have a neutral accent. It doesn't have to be, an American slang accent or a British accent. A neutral accent is perfect, great, excellent for teaching English to young learners. All right. And of course, you need to make sure that you are always aware of the different concepts of the English language. Make sure that you educate yourself, okay? It doesn't mean that, you're not studying anymore, you're done with, college or bachelor's degree, that you don't review or you don't brush up anymore on your grammar. Yes, you have to, okay? Always review your grammar, your idioms, your language rules, okay? Subject verb agreement, all of that review, okay? And of course, like what I've said, always review. Learning is never ending. Always practice and improve on your language ability. So all of these will be part of language awareness, okay? So again, as an online EFL teacher, you should always improve on these things. Okay, so what is accent? Accent is actually the way you sound, okay, based on the language that you speak, okay? So accent has 4 components. You have linking, intonation, stress, and articulation, okay? I will talk about each one, okay, a little bit more as we go along, all right? So all those 4 make up accent. But before we look at each one, let's see the different English accents, okay, that we can hear in the movies. Okay, so let's look at some celebrities and what accents they have. Okay, first, who is this? Do you know who this is? Type it in the comment section. Who is this beautiful girl? You may have seen her in Charlie's Angels, right? And 50 First Dates. Yeah, so she has a lot of popular movies. This is, of course, Drew Barrymore, right? And Drew Barrymore speaks with an American accent, all right? But of course, in the US, there are different accents depending on which particular state you're from. So let's say if you're from New York, they speak with the vowels are a little bit more round, like coffee, small, okay? And they talk with more attitude, like give me my coffee, or where's my coffee? Something like that. That's the Brooklyn accent, okay? But let's say you're from the southern states, like Texas. The vowels are kind of longer as well. For example, I work in the farm. I work in the farm all day. Something like that. So that is the American accent. Okay. Next, who is this? Who is this? Who is this very handsome man? Okay, you may remember him from the movie Thor and also Avengers, right? Because Thor is also there. So what is this movie? Although who is this actor? But this actor in his movies, he speaks with an American accent. But naturally, he speaks with an Australian accent because he is Australian, and this is Chris Hemsworth, okay? So for Australians, they have a rising terminal sound when they speak. It always goes up. It always sounds happy and perky, like, all right, mate. Okay, what you doing, mate? All right, so it always goes up like that. All right, so that is the Australian accent. Next, we have, I'm sure you all know this beautiful young lady from the movie Harry Potter. She played the role of Hermione Granger, okay? And she is Emma Watson, okay? Now, British, they speak, the vowels are shorter for them, okay? So, for example, instead of saying water, Americans say water, they would say water, right? Water. Or car, for Americans, they would say car. So it's like your tongue is a little bit pushed back and your lips is pursed a little bit, like water, water. Okay, car. All right, that's the British accent. All right, and finally we have here, who is this beautiful lady as well? Okay, do you know her? She's the wife of one of the Jonas brothers and a famous actress as well. Although she speaks now with an American accent, but most Indians, she's an Indian native. Most Indians, when they start to learn English, they have an Indian accent. Okay, and the Indian accent, much like the British, it's short, so the tongue is pushed back as well. For example, the word dot, they would say as dot, dot. So that's the Indian accent. All right. And by the way, this is Priyanka Chopra. There you go. So that's Priyanka Chopra. So Indians, they if you hear them speak English, the tongue is pushed back. So it's like don't give me water, something like that. All right, very similar to the British accent as well, although the British is rounder, like water. Okay, and it sounds more delicate. The melody is a bit more like classical as well. All right, so those are the different English accents. Okay, so there are many accents again, that you can hear just from one language, many different accents. But again, as an English teacher, all your goal is really to just speak with a neutral, clear accent. Okay, so let's continue with the 4 components of accent. All right, and we call this Lisa, okay, so that you will remember it easily and faster. Lisa, those are the 4 components. First is linking, okay? Linking, from the word itself, you just link, connect sounds together, okay, so that they sound smoother, okay? Next is intonation. Intonation is the rhythm of the voice, like the melody, okay, like a song. All right. Next is stress. So stress is when you say something louder and longer. Okay. There is a sentence stress. There's also a word stress. So we'll talk about both in a bit. And lastly is articulation. So articulation is how you make all the parts of your body that's used for speech work together, work seamlessly to produce clear sounds. So when people say you're very articulate, okay, that means you speak clearly and confidently. Okay, so that is Lisa. So linking, intonation, stress, and articulation. All right, are you all okay? So far, so good? Okay, let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Breathe that out. Okay, there you go. All right, let's start with linking. Okay, again, like what I've said, linking is like connecting chains, linking chains together. So, example, let's look at this sentence. Okay, I miss Simon's stupid dad jokes. Okay, if you listen closely to how I read that, I linked sounds together. So they glide smoothly. Okay, and what are these sounds that I linked? Okay, look at the sentence. You can see there similar or the same sounds at the end of the word and the beginning of the next word. So example here for Miss and Simon. So when you read the words, you don't say, I miss Simon. It will not sound natural. If you say, I miss Simon's stupid dad jokes. Okay, I didn't link any of the sound. But if you link the sounds that are the same, okay, as you can see, I'm encircling it. All right, if you link them because they're the same, you just produce one sound. So it will sound like this. I miss Simon's stupid dad jokes. All right, you see? how it's all linked. Okay, so it sounds more natural comparing it to if I don't link, and then I will just say, I miss Simon's stupid dad jokes. That's without linking. But if I link, it sounds like this. I miss Simon's stupid dad jokes. Sounds better, right? There, that's linking. Okay. So when there are sounds that are similar at the end of the word and then the first sound of the next word, link the sounds together. All right. So again, say it with me wherever you are, at home, in your room. Okay. Maybe watching in your cell phone. Say it with me. I miss Simon's stupid dad jokes. Okay, link the sounds, the similar sounds together. I miss Simon's stupid dad jokes. Okay, there you go. All right, that's linking. Okay, now let's move on to the next component of accent. What's the next one? Lisa, linking. After linking, what is next? What is next after linking? I is intonation. All right. So for intonation, there is pitch. Pitch is the highness and the lowness of your voice. So you can make your voice go up or you can make your voice go down. All right. Now, intonation is also the rising and the falling of the voice when you read a sentence. Okay. Now, what's an easy way to remember where you will make your voice go up and where you will make your voice go down? You have to make your pitch and intonation rise and fall for focus or content words. Okay, what are focus or content words? These are your important words, your nouns, your adjectives, your adverbs, your verbs. Okay, these are your content words. Okay, so for example, in this sentence, you will say, she wants to buy some soda. All right, so you see how my voice goes up and down throughout the sentence. Okay, if my intonation is not natural, if I read with an exaggerated rising and falling, like a sing-song intonation, it will not sound natural. She wants to buy some soda. That's not natural. Or if I speak with a monotonous, same tone, it will sound boring. She wants to buy some soda, like a robot. Okay? Also not that one. So if you're teaching your student, you want to uh, put the focus or rise your voice, make your voice rise for focus words. Again, nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs. Okay? So she wants to buy some soda. All right. Close the window. Okay. When are they coming? There. So that is intonation. Okay. So it's really like the melody, how your voice sounds like going up and down. So it's dynamic. Okay. It's not monotonous. It's also not exaggeratedly, going up and down. Like, hello, my name is Angela. We also don't want that. That's not natural. Okay? So to make it sound natural, just make your voice and your pitch, your intonation go up for focus or content words. Okay? Remember that. Okay? So now let's move on to sentence stress. Okay? So again, stress is when you say the word longer, okay, and put more emphasis, louder and longer. Okay, so the same with intonation. Actually, they go together. Okay, you also stress the content or the focus words, okay, function words, and these are your nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs. Okay, so function words are the ones that are not so important. They just function as a connector or to replace a noun, like your pronouns, preposition, conjunctions, helping verbs, okay, your is, are, and, or, but, okay, she, he, on, under. You don't really put stress on those words, okay? Example, this sentence. So I is a pronoun. You don't need to pronounce to stress it. So bought is a content word. Yes, you will stress that. And then article, function word, so you don't need to stress. Car, yes, it's a noun, so stress the word car. On, no, preposition, no need to stress that. Tuesday, yes, it is a noun, you have to stress that. Okay, so how do we read this with the correct sentence stress? You will say, I bought a car on Tuesday. All right, so that's the correct sentence stress. Okay, but if you notice for Tuesday, the intonation would be rising for the first syllable and then go down for day. I bought a car on Tuesday, then it falls down. Okay, but that's for intonation, the melody. But the stress, you stress bought car Tuesday. Okay, all right. So remember that. Stress the content words, okay, or the focus words. Okay, now word stress. Okay, you also stress certain syllables of words, okay, to make sure that you pronounce it correctly. Okay, and what are the rules? Okay, there are many different rules. But actually, what you can do if you're not sure what to stress, you can check the dictionary. And where you see the accent mark, that means that's where you will put the stress on the word. Okay, but here are some general rules. Okay, first, for two-syllable nouns and two-syllable adjectives, you stress the first syllable. Okay, for example, climate. Okay, two-syllable nouns, stress is on the first syllable. And also knowledge. Okay, and for two-syllable adjectives, spacious. Okay, and for verbs, if you have two-syllable verbs, you stress the last syllable, like decide. Okay, and also require. There. All right. Now, for words ending in IC, SION, and TION, you stress the second to the last syllable. Okay. For example, we have geographic, and we also have extension. There. So you stress the second to the last syllable. And for words that end in CY, TY, PHY, GY, and AL, you stress the third from the last syllable. Okay. For example, democracy and critical. There. All right. So the third from the last syllable. Okay. So please do remember these word stress. Okay. Some commonly misstressed words are objective. Okay. It's objective and not objective. Okay. You see, if you stress the incorrect syllable, the pronunciation is already incorrect. So, okay. Remember, it's objective, not objective. Practice also. Practice, it's not practice. Okay, so practice. There. Remember, two-syllable verb. Okay, so practice. There. Okay, so that's word stress. Now we move on to the last component, which is articulation. Okay, articulation, actually, this will take us a long time to discuss. Okay, so I will just give you a brief explanation. Maybe in our next webinar, we can talk about articulation more. But like what I've said, it's the way you produce sounds and how you make the different parts of your body work together. Okay, like your tongue, your mouth, your lips, your nose, your larynx, everything, all the parts should be positioned well and correctly so that you pronounce the correct sound. That's articulation. Okay, so for now, for today, that's all that we're going to talk about. But there's still, manners of articulation, place of articulation, like the glottal stop, the nasal, all of that, the labial. Okay, so we'll talk about that more in detail maybe next time. Okay, so watch out for our next Accent 101 webinar. All right. But for today, we still have time for our exercises, our drills. Okay, so in the Filipino language, there are certain sounds that we commonly interchange, and these are the sounds like B and V, and also F and P. Okay, and this is because in our language, okay, we have the B sound more often and the P sound as well. So we have to practice these more. Okay, so B. Remember when you're making the B sound, it's explosive. You put your lips together. B, B. Okay, and then V is vibrating. So your teeth should be on top of your lower lip, and you can feel the vibration. Okay, so read the words with me. Okay, wherever you are. All right, read the words with me. Bane, vein. Bolt, volt. Broom, vroom. Dub, dove. Okay, very good. Give yourself a tap on your shoulder. Okay, very good. Okay. Yes, I saw a comment here from Chi KN. This learning is also helpful for singers. Yes, very true. Actually, you can do an exercise, before you sing or you speak. You can like blow air through your mouth, like, something like that, or stick your tongue out. I don't want to do it here because it looks silly, but there are many articulation exercises you can check on YouTube, or you run your tongue across your upper front of your teeth. I do that, or also lower there, just to exercise, your tongue, your lips, your mouth before you start singing or you start talking. Okay. Now let's move on to F and P. F. When you produce the F sound, put your hand in front of your mouth. You will feel the air blowing. Okay. There. Now with P, P is also an explosive sound, like, popcorn. So it should be popping. Your lips, put them together, and then pop the P. There. Okay. So there's a big difference. So let's read the words. Okay. Read it with me. Okay. All right. Ready? And go. Face, pace. Fill, pill. Full, pull. Beef, ending sound this time. Beef, beep. Okay, so the difference should be clearly heard. F, and again, you can feel the air. And then P is explosive. Beef, beep. There, all right. Now, let's move on to more common interchanges. We have short A versus short U, and also short I versus long I. Okay, there. Long E, rather. All right, so let's look at short A versus short U first. Short A. For short A, you want to make a big shape in your mouth. You drop your jaw. All right. And then short U, your mouth should be open smaller. Ah. So let's read the words. Read it with me. Bat, butt. Pan, pun. Batter, butter. Hat, hut. Sack, suck. Cap, cup. Ran, run. Cat, cut. Okay, so it's really the shape of your mouth. Okay, that's very important. Now for short I and long E, short I is eh. Long E, your mouth should be wider. Big smile, E. Okay, so let's do this. Let's read the words. Bit, beat. Sit, seat. Rid, read. Pill, peel. Hiss, he's. Lick, leak. eve. Okay, all right. So this is very important because just a slight difference in the pronunciation would mean a different word. Okay, so let's say you want to say sit down and you say sit down. It's wrong. It's incorrect. Okay, or read the story. If you say read the story, it will be a different meaning altogether. So make sure that you pronounce the vowel sounds correctly. Okay, now let's move on to the next common interchanges. We have short A versus short E. A, E. A, mouth is wider, drop your jaw. A, E. Okay, you smile. A, E. But not like the long E, which is E. Okay, eh, eh. All right, so let's read the words. Bad, bed. Peck, pack. Ball, bell. Beg, bag. Set, set. Man, men. Mess, mass, mat, met. Okay, there you go. And for the next pair of words, we have short E versus short I. So short E is eh, short I is eh, eh. Your lips, your mouth should be smaller. Eh, eh. And your lips are pursed forward a little bit for the short I. Eh, eh, eh. Okay, so read it with me. Okay, everyone read with me. Bend, bend. Check, chick. Fan, fin. Jest, gist. Leapt, lipped. Kept, kicked. Okay, very good. High five, everyone. Okay, great job. Okay, but we're not yet done. You thought we're done? Not yet, no. We still have some more common interchanges here. We have three sounds: short I, short E, long E. Okay, short I, E, short E, long E, E. Okay, now let's read the words. Okay, an exercise. Okay, ready, go. Bit, bet, beat. Pin, pen, peen. Dill, del, deal. Rid, red, read. Peek, peck, pick. Read, red, rid. Okay, weed, wed, with. Fid, fed, feed. Okay, very good. Uh-huh. Okay, I hope you're all reading aloud with me. Okay, practicing at home, wherever you are. Okay, and finally, this is our last practice drill. Okay, Accent 101 drill for today. We will read some of the common Filipino pronunciation errors. Okay, so these are some of the words that we commonly mispronounce as Filipinos. Okay, again, because of our native language. All right, so first we have chat box. Okay, so it's the short A, chat box. Okay, then we have three. For number three, the TH there is a voiceless TH. So air should be coming out. Three. Three. Okay, put your hand in front of your mouth and feel the air. Three. If you don't feel the air, you're pronouncing it incorrectly. Okay, you should feel the air. Three. There. So your tongue is sticking out a little bit. Three. Okay. Next is gauge. Okay. Usually this is mispronounced as gauge. Okay, but this is pronounced as gauge. Okay. The medical gauze is spelled with a Z. Okay, G-A-U-Z-E, gauze. Okay, which is different. But this one is gauge. Okay, next we have mango. The A here is short. Mango. So it's not mango, it's not a long A. Okay, so sometimes when we want to have an American accent, we overly pronounce some vowel sounds or exaggerate it too much, it's not mango, it's mango. All right. Okay, next is open. Open. Next is candy. Also the same as mango, short A, candy. It's not candy, it's candy. All right. And we have breakfast. So the F there, be careful. Okay. Sometimes we interchange with the P, so it will sound like breakfast, but it should be breakfast. Breakfast. And the T, make sure that you pronounce the terminal T sound. So breakfast. Okay, all right, you're sounding a lot better now. Next, this word, it should be comfortable. Comfortable. Okay, so it's not comfortable. So this is also where the linking comes in. Okay, so there are also certain sounds that we drop when we say certain words in English. So this is comfortable. Then we have computer. Okay, the T is like a rolling T, computer. Okay, it's not a hard T sound. Next, feedback. Okay, feedback. Tree. Okay, this time the T here is a hard T sound, so it's tree, tree. No air, not like three. This is tree, tree. Okay, any, not any, any. Okay, carrots, also not carrots, or yeah, overly pronouncing the A sound, so it's carrots. Okay, then notice. Two, ready. Okay, short E, ready, not ready, ready. Category. This one is the stress. Usually we hear category, but it should be category. Okay, color, picture. Okay, for picture, usually it's again overly exaggerated. It sounds like picture, and then you lose the C sound. A picture. It should be picture, picture. And then we have gestures, not gestures. It's gestures. And then that. This one has a vibrating or a voiced TH sound, so it should be vibrating. That. It's different from three, which is voiceless. Three. Okay, that vibrating. You feel it on your tongue. That. Okay. Next is pronunciation. Okay. Pronunciation. The verb is pronounce, but the noun is pronunciation. Okay. It's not pronunciation, pronunciation. Okay. Then we have hobbies. Good. Also, be careful not to overly stretch the vowel sound. It sounds like good or foot. So it's good. Foot. Okay. And then this one we say condolence. Condolence. Okay. Not condolence. Okay. That's the common Filipino pronunciation, but it's condolence. And then student, weather. Okay. Again, the TH there is the same as that. It's vibrating, it's voiced. So weather. Okay. The weather. Usually we interchange it with a D sound, so it's like sounds like weather. Okay, that's different. Okay, so that's not correct. So it should be weather. There you go. Okay, so I hope you all had a great exercise for your tongue, your lips, your mouth for this afternoon. And that's all you have to do to make sure that you pronounce words correctly. Make sure that you practice reading words and tongue twisters, articulation exercises, like sticking your tongue out. That will help you speak clearly and confidently whenever you teach your students. Okay, and that's it. That's the end of our webinar. Any questions? Okay, so please type in your questions in the comment section. Let's see if we have any questions. Any questions from our viewers? Yes, you're welcome. Everyone's thanking 5-1 Talk. You're most welcome. Wow, thank you for giving me a high five, Gina. Thank you so much. All right. Any questions from our viewers? Again, if you want to be a part of the 5-1 Talk community, please click on the link below. Okay. And, start today. Okay. Remember, only 3 days. Day 1, day 2, day 3. Very simple. Okay. Any questions? We have a question from Lily. Comfortable. Yes, this is incorrect. So it should be comfortable. Comfortable. Okay. Not comfortable. Comfortable. Uh-huh. Any other questions? What if you fail the application? When can you apply again? I believe you can apply again after 30 days. Okay, so you can apply again after 30 days. If you don't have a teaching certificate, yes, you are still qualified. That is just an advantage. Okay, that's a bonus. But if you are a graduate of a 4-year course, then that is the main requirement. But let us know if you have a teaching certificate or a license. Okay. All right. Question from Chinita, Filipina. Tips. Can I refer even if I'm not a 5-1 Talk teacher? Yes, I believe so. Yes, you can refer. How about from AHV Adventures? How about for those who have no teaching certificate? Yes, again, like what I said earlier, it's all right if you don't have a teaching certificate. Again, that is an advantage. So let us know, okay, if you have a teaching certificate. Joanna Heramia, when can we apply again if we failed the application? You can reapply after 6 months. Okay, 6 months. I'm sorry, I stand to be corrected. Not 30 days, but 6 months. Okay, it gives you more time to practice. Okay, do the pronunciation drills that I showed you earlier. Okay, so yeah, just brush up on your pronunciation, your grammar, your comm skills, and then you can apply again after 6 months. Okay, so try and try until you succeed. Okay, so thank you all for sending in your questions and sharing your ideas about accent improvement training. Again, to claim your certificate of completion, click the link in the description box now. Provide your details, answer the short quiz about today's discussion on EFL and Accent 101. If you don't see the link, try refreshing the page or clicking the link we're blasting in the comments section right now. Okay, so please remember that the questionnaire will close an hour after this webinar, so make sure that you get your certificates now. If you're interested to join 5-1 Talk or you know anyone who needs this opportunity, you can visit and register on the link provided in the video description box below. Okay, so sign up today and get a chance to win a brand new laptop if you start teaching in 3 days. So be sure to click on the link below to register. Okay, if you wish to know more about EFL while winning amazing prizes, subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay tuned for the next 5-1 Talk webinar. All right, and as promised, here are the lucky winners of our 200 peso grab food GCs. For the first round for Say It to Win It, our winners are Francine Isabella Baguio, Joanna Jeremia, Dina Liz Sabado. Congratulations. And for Guess the Meaning of EFL, what is EFL? We have Milani Kumad, Karina Pedregosa, and May Pulantes. Congratulations. And finally, for our second round of Say It to Win It, okay, for the word segue, our winners are Melody Flores, Jeanette Fidalan, and Liane Dominique. To claim your prizes, please message us on Instagram with your YouTube username, your full name, your email address, delivery address, please include your barangay, and also your active contact number. And while you're at it, while you're there, please follow us on Instagram as well. Okay. And that's it. We're done. Okay. Thank you so much. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for being a wonderful audience. And I hope that you've learned a lot about accent improvement, pronunciation, speaking clearly and confidently, and of course, the wonderful opportunity to become a 5-1 Talk online teacher. So don't forget to subscribe to the official 5-1 Talk YouTube channel and other social media platforms to know about the latest news on EFL. So this has been Angela. Thank you. I wish you all a great, wonderful, safe, happy, healthy day. Thank you and bye-bye.